Wednesday. It's working Wednesday. It's working Wednesday. So it's working Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. Today's video will be about balancing school and also work as well. My homegirl Marissa Gonzalez suggested this video underneath my last Working Wednesday video. So hey girl, this video is for you. And if you all don't know, my name is Lexi, so welcome. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate all of your support. And this is a Working Wednesday video. So this is a series on my channel where I talk about work, basically. I've done all the jobs that I've ever worked, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link down below so that you can click the link. It has all the jobs. I worked at Starbucks, Target, like an array of jobs. So if you want to know more, I talk about my pros, my cons, success tips, and also hiring as well. So check that out. And yeah, so stay tuned for so what you need to do to be successful in working and also going to school. First thing I would have to say is buy a planner. Buy a planner. I don't care if you go to Target, if you go to the dollar store, if you go to wherever. I like pretty planners. You can decorate your planner to make you want to write in it, to make you stay focused. But I'd advise you to plan everything. Make the most out of your 24 hours. Plan work, plan school, plan time with friends, plan birthdays, plan every single thing. I just purchased a planner from Target. It's a sugar paper planner. This year their planners smelled a little funny. I normally like their day designer planners, but it just smelled too bad. So I had to get a sugar paper, and I don't normally like sugar paper. But this one has the months on there. It has the months on this page. And then on here it has what you need to do for the week. And then your to-do, your remember, and notes. So I do advise that you get something like this. It doesn't have to be that big. You can get a small one for certain things and a big one for another one. I feel like you need to plan everything, because when you have a plan, you're just set up better to actually follow that plan. Plan your work so you know, and then throughout the day, you can just put things into your planner as you know what you have to do, or however you want to do it. I do mine on Sunday. I try to do it on Sunday, and I plan my entire week. I write it out on Sunday, and then that's how I do that. And they have the type of planner where on the day part, it'll have like from 8 a.m. it'll have each time slot, so you can fill in each time slot. I realized that I wasn't being effective in my days in general. I didn't really catch this until I started getting older though. But while you're in high school, it's something that you need to practice, because when you get to college, it will be even harder with you trying to work. You having professors, you having classes, you having this. So plan. That is the number one thing. Out of everything I've told you today, plan. Don't forget to plan what you need to do. Don't commit to a lot of hours at work. I worked at Subway for my first job, and he didn't really care about child labor laws or anything, but don't commit to working 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week. It wasn't hard for me to balance Subway and high school. I was in like 11th grade when I started working, but when I got to college, it was really hard for me to, you know, commit to like work and go to school. It was like really hard for me, and I was working like 40 hours a week, like maybe more than that. So I do advise that you start off slow. Don't jump into a lot of hours. Don't jump into, oh, I'm working 40 hours. No, just work on the weekends. Work one day out the week, work 2 days out the week, work the days that you feel like you don't have a lot of homework, or however you see fit, whatever fits into your schedule. Don't want to work more than you want to go to school. This isn't for everybody, because some people, school isn't for them. Not high school. Now you should graduate high school. If you don't want to go on to college, then okay. But I feel like everyone should have a high school diploma. Even if you don't, at least set that standard. Like, you should have a high school diploma. I don't advise you to drop out of high school or anything like that. You need to stay in high school and stay focused. Do not put work over high school, unless it's in extreme circumstances, whatever. We're not going to get into that. We're just going to say, make sure you complete high school. If you don't, then make sure you get your GED at least, if it's circumstances that cause you to not be able to. But do not want to work. Do not be at work. you at work every day, faithful on time, 8 a.m. in the morning, but you can't go to school. Like, you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes that money will get to you. Like, oh, I could be making way more money. I could be doing this. When I didn't have this problem in high school, but when I got to college, I wanted to work. I wouldn't go to class. Wouldn't wake up for class at 8 a.m. But let me had to be to work at 7. I'm up at the door with the uniform on, with the hat on. Like, welcome to Subway. Like, and now looking back, that's not even a job that I have now, not a job that I would go back to, not something that was benefiting me. And I wish I would have done what I had to do when I was 18 years old, so that I could be like, have my degree already, you know, set up, whatever. Not even saying that a degree is everything, but now we're living in an age where you have to have some type of degree in order to advance within these jobs, like within corporations, within whatever. So if you want to advance, you have to finish you have to finish high school first. Then you have to finish college. So don't put money and I was making like $7 an hour. I was putting $7 an hour over school, which I had paid. I went to a private school, probably like $15,000 in loans on top of financial aid. So that's money that I wasted. Like, I wasted my life for like 2-3 years. Don't ever do that. Just focus on school, and work will always be secondary. It will always be secondary until you can, you know, not go to school anymore. So just keep that in mind. Get a good night's rest. Go to bed on time. I'm working on this myself right now. This is just a life tip in general. Go to bed like 7-8 o'clock so that you can get up and make the most of your 24 hours. You can't make the most of your 24 hours if you're sleepy. I used to be so tired all the time. I used to be about to fall asleep while I was driving. Like, now thinking back, like, I was really tired and wasn't getting a good enough rest. If you can work off of 4 hours, 3 hours, then that's you. Just learn your body and who you are. You may not be able to. So eat healthy, eat a healthy diet so that you can have enough energy to make the most out of your days, and you're not like all slouchy, all like feeling like crap. Try to even work out, because working out gets those endorphins in your body, gives you energy, makes you want to do better. I find that working out in the morning works really, really well for me. So if you can get up early, 6 before school, do a little workout, you know what I'm saying, and then start your day. Making the most out of your days is what's most important when it comes to balancing work and life. And even when you stop going to work, stop going to school, you need to learn how to balance your days and make the most out of them. Because if you don't, like, time is passing you by in general. Time is passing you by, and I mean, it's already what, August, the end of August. It's about to be like December in like 3 months. Like, let's be clear here. Let's be serious. You should be making the most out of all your days, even if you're still in high school. Use your time effectively during breaks and on your lunch break. So if you have if you know you have a test and you have to work, I have to work today and I have a test tomorrow. On your lunch, you should be studying. You should be like looking over your notes and everything, especially if you may get off late or whatever it may be. Use that free time that you have while you're at work to study, to look over things. When I was working at Target and I was going to school at the same time, I would study on the floor. So I'll have my little sheet printed out and I'll put it in my buggy. As I'm working, I would study. I would say things out loud to myself just to refresh myself. So do multitask. Some jobs may not let you, but if your job does let you, you need to. And if you're on your break, then they're going to let you because you're on your break. So you can do it then. And those are my tips, guys. So those are the only tips that I have. And that's it. So if you all like this video, thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And bye, Marissa girl. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you all enjoyed it. Comment down below. I absolutely love your comments. And thank you so much. I'll see you all next Wednesday. Have a great day. Bye, guys.